Am I live? Am I live? This is probably going to be my last video for a while, so I'm just going to put it all together as one. A few predictions. A few fights coming up. Bradley versus Alexander. Of course, if you don't know, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. Devon's from St. Louis, Missouri, so I got to represent, well, he's representing, so I got to support the Missouri native. I'm going to go with Devon on this fight. It's not just because he's from Missouri, that is a reason, but I think he has what it takes to beat Tim Bradley. I mean, I think Tim Bradley's definitely tough, physical. You know, he's built like a tank. He's all muscle. But I think skill-wise, not just going off, you know, a lot of people going off Devon's last fight, which wasn't a good fight, but, you know, styles make fights. Skill-wise, I think Devon has what it takes to outbox Bradley. I think if he keeps him at the end of his jab, uses jab, uses the ring, you know, set up his combinations, I think he's faster. I think he has more accuracy. I see him outpointing Bradley. And if anybody gets knocked out, it's going to be Bradley. And I say that because, you know, I think Bradley fought Kendall Holt and got caught with a punch. He didn't see it, got knocked down, almost got knocked out, but he got up and won the fight, you know, due to headbutts. But anyways, it's going to be a physical fight starting off in the beginning, but I see Devon winning this, man. I gotta go with Devon. It's a toss-up fight, but I'm going to go with Devon. I'm not going to give you no prediction where I'm going to say, you know, well, like some people do, well, you know, if Devon does this, he wins, but if Bradley does this, he wins. So it's a toss-up, you know, because a lot of people on YouTube that say make predictions, they don't give you a prediction. They give you two scenarios. I'm gonna pick one fighter who I think is gonna win, and I think Devon Alexander has what it takes to beat Timothy Bradley. He's younger, and he's 20. I think he's 23, and Bradley's like 27, 28. But if you compare they talent-wise, they really on kind of the same level. So, I mean, that goes to show you that Alexander is actually a better boxer than Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley, to me, is just tough. That's it. He has a lot of heart, you know. I think they both have a lot of heart. And I just think he's going to get beat that fight. I don't see him winning that fight. You know, I don't. I mean, you know, I just don't see it. And the next fight, Cotto, Mayorga. Huge fan of Mayorga. I got to go with Mayorga. He knocks Cotto out. He's stopping Cotto. He's heavy-handed. He's one heavy-handed dude. He's going to stop him. Mayorga don't get a lot of credit for his boxing skills, but the dude can kind of box. If you go watch his fight with, I didn't see his last fight. I don't know if he's had a fight since Mosley, which could play a big role in this fight for being inactive, because he went underneath the radar after that fight, which I thought he was robbed. I thought he outboxed Mosley, and I thought he won. You know, I didn't like the stoppage at the last second or 0 seconds left. You know, and you caught at a knockout in a championship fight. Come on, man, you gotta let that man get up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take that to the cards. You can't call that a knockout last 0 seconds. The ref didn't even let him get up. Ref got on top of him and then waved his hands. The fight was off. Didn't count nothing. So I didn't too much care for that one. But I thought Mayorga can actually box, man. He throws his jab. He comes in there kind of heavy, but he can fight 12 rounds. Mayorga can fight 12 rounds. I don't know if Cotto can fight 12 rounds. And every time I've seen Cotto fight, except I can count one fight where he hasn't been hurt. He's been wobbled in a lot of fights. The Corley fight, the Zab Judah fight, I think it was Therese, some dude named with T, wobbled him. It's been a lot of fights, man. He gets caught, he gets all shaky. You know, if he gets caught with a Mayorga punch, he's going down. I see him losing that fight. Cotto's a shot fighter. And a lot of people say, oh, just because you lose, that makes you shot. It's the way you lose. Ever since he took that beating I think it was what, 11-round beating from, or I can't remember, from Margarito. He got beat with stones, man. That does something to you. I mean, that does something to you. People say, oh, just because you lose. That's the way you lose, man. When you lose like that, when you just take a beating, just a beating for no good reason, the corner don't stop the fight. That takes a big toll. And then he came back and fought Clotty. It took a toll on him. And your brain can only take so much beating. I mean, your brain it shakes up in your skull. You know, a lot of people don't know that, man. Your brain can only take so much. Just like Paul Williams got knocked out. People say, well, dang, Paul could take a punch, man. It's weird he got knocked out. Yeah, he got hit with a punch you didn't see, but he got hit so many times on that chin, man. Weakened him. His brain was weak, you know. You're going to take so many punches before it's lights out. Cotto's getting knocked out that fight. Man, is my video skipping? Anyways, next fight, don't get me wrong. Hold on, let me go back and back up. Don't get me wrong, Cotto is a okay boxer. You know, offensively he's okay, but defense-wise, skill-wise, the way he backs up, the way he tries to block his punches with his hand, and it's amateurish. You know, I don't see him beating Mayorga. Sorry about the last video. I know it's kind of choppy. I don't know what's going on, but I'm about to get a new camera. But anyway, I just haven't had time. But Andre Ward versus Arthur Abraham. I think Durrell kind of set a blueprint on how to outbox Abraham from a distance. You know, use your jab, use the ring, use your quickness, use your feet, you know, and throw your combinations and get out of there before Abraham can load up and hit you. You know, Froch came in there, kind of fought him the same way that Durrell did. I don't see Ward fighting that same pattern in this fight. I honestly don't. I think this is the fight that Abraham is going to get the worst beaten. You know, the last fight I just saw Ward fight, you know, when he put his belt on the line and he fought some African guy. I can't think of his name. I ain't even going to try to say it. It's a tough fight, but, I mean, he's versatile. It just shows Ward can fight in any style. I think Ward's going to fight Abraham up close. He's going to be in his chest that fight. And believe it or not, I think he's going to stop Abraham. I mean, not saying that he's going to knock him out. I think he's going to cut him up real bad. And they're going to stop the fight on cuts. Because he's going to be in his chest, man. He's going to be hitting him with the tape of his glove. You know what I'm saying? Scraping him. He's going to be scraping him with punches on the inside. I think he cuts him. You know, Ali used to do that. Ali used to cut people back in the day. He was known for cutting folks. Scraping them with the tape. You know, to get in on the inside and scrape you up. I see him, you know, scraping him. Like frost on the windshield. He's going to be out there scraping Abraham. Scraping him up. You know? Anyways. He's gonna put a display on him. I think if Abraham don't pull out this fight, which he should, Abraham should pull out the tournament, man, because he can't beat nobody else in the tournament. You know, he just can't. He can't beat nobody in the tournament. I don't even think he can beat Glenn Johnson. You know, I think, you know, Taylor was the one and only person he could beat in that tournament. I don't see him beating Ward. I think Ward's going to be in his chest, elbows, combinations, scraper. I mean, you name it. Ward's going to do it. He's going to jab him. Ward's a bad dude, man. Out of all the boxers I've seen, I like Durrell a little bit more, but I did like Durrell a little bit more, but Ward kind of, his style and stuff, I like skills. A lot of people say, oh, you know, what is skills? You know, it's all about will. Nah, man, it's skills. Skills pay the bills. You can have all the will in the world, but you come up against somebody with some skills, they're gonna tap that ass, man. I don't care who you are. That's skills. Will ain't. Abraham got all the will in the world. He got art. He'll stand in there 12 rounds if he can. He got all the will in the world, but if he doesn't have the skills, He didn't have the skills against Darrell. He had the skills against Roch. I mean, it was evident he didn't have the skills. You know, people don't know what skills is. Just look at the fight. He didn't have it, you know. But I see Ward put on a beautiful display of inside action in his chest. See, Abraham is expecting him to come and try to outbox him from a distance. Ward doesn't fight like that. Ward's going to be in his chest all 12 rounds. All 12 rounds. Abraham got to come and fight that fight. You know, Ward ain't going to just try to outpoint him. Ward going to whoop that butt. I think Ward's going to whoop him the worst. He ain't going to be running. He ain't going to be trying to just get the 12 rounds in and go to the card. Ward's going to leather him. He's going to give him the leather face. He'll give him leather face. So, that's my predictions. Hopefully I'm right on all my fights. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Oh well. You know, put your comments at the bottom. You know, I ain't gonna block you. I ain't gonna be like some of these fools on YouTube block you because you left a comment. You know, if you disagree with me, delete a comment, you know. You know, I'll put myself out there for you to make the comment. So, but anyways, be blessed. I'm out of here.